Skylanders is all about trying to provide something innovative, a new experience that basically brought together two things that kids love, video games and toys, and bringing them together in a way that hadn't been seen before. And it really created a magical and innovative experience, by allowing kids to collect a lot of cool, fun, amazing, heroic characters, the Skylanders, and being able to bring them, to life in a video game, and saving the world of Skylands from Chaos, who's the main villain in the game, and really having this exciting adventure, with these physical toys that are also having this digital experience. This is something that's new, and while we are a video game company, we are entering into the toy industry. So there were some challenges and some learning experiences along the way in figuring out, what the best way was to position the title. How much do we focus on video games? How much do we focus on the toys? It's a very character-driven experience. So at the end of the day, this was about highlighting the fact that we have this cool collectible toy line, but also very much making sure that people understood it is also a video game experience. It's a digital experience. So, really focusing on the message of bringing toys to life, that was our mantra. That's what really made the centerpiece of our marketing campaign. The other thing that we did is we actually brought on a lot of people who came from the toy industry. So a lot of our key marketing folks worked at places like Spin Master and Mattel and brought a lot of knowledge from the toy industry. And then when those people were paired with the folks that were already at Activision that clearly have a lot of video game experience, it really created a very unique team that brought expertise from both sides of the fence, as it were, and were able to create a marketing campaign that was very effective, focusing on a very simple message to understand, which is bring toys to life. That's a very relatable, a very accessible type of message, and so being able to position the product based on that, was key to a lot of its success. We certainly were aware of some skepticism early on. It was something new, so a lot of people didn't quite fully understand the concept, and maybe had some skepticism around the fact that they saw this as a cash grab or a way just to milk money out of consumers by having to collect more toys. But it never really impacted the team in the sense that we knew we had something magical. We knew we had something special in what we were offering because it was a very deep, rich experience. We knew it was very accessible and very magical to have something where you take something that kids love, physical toys, and be able to do something that hadn't been done before, which is allow this digital experience. And so it didn't really impact the team in the sense that we ever stopped believing in the concept. And what was really exciting is once we started meeting with retailers and started meeting with press and investors and all the folks that really hadn't seen the game before, who didn't have a full understanding of the concept, once they saw what the game was about, and really just even the simple act of taking a toy, putting it on the portal of power, and seeing it come to life, their eyes would light up, and immediately it clicked. They got it, they knew what it was all about, they knew how magical and accessible it would be, and so really momentum started to build once we started showing people outside of the team and outside of the company what this game was all about. A lot of what we did to really provide an identifiable brand and really make us stand out was focus on the message of bringing toys to life. We knew we had something new and something very innovative, and so that was an easy story. It was a compelling story to tell because we could say, look, we have something here very magical. We have this awesome set of collectible figures, all of which have unique personalities, are very appealing on the shelf, and they also have this new way to play with them. You can bring them to life in this video game experience. That's something that's very new. So as far as branding the game, we were able to build something around a very simple message, which was bring toys to life, but also do so using a toy line that was very quality. It was very competitive. We have over 33 unique characters as part of Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. We're offering more unique characters with Skylanders Giants, and really, the branding has a lot to do with those characters. So it's about bringing toys to life, but it's also about offering characters that are very appealing, very unique, something that really stands up to competitive toys in that same price range, in that same sort of scale. We have a lot of detail, we have a lot of unique personality. That is something that definitely helped us brand this game, along with that message of bringing toys to life. Mobile space is very important to us as a company and certainly to this brand, and so in offering the console experiences, the handheld experiences with our 3DS SKU, our web world experience with Skylanders Universe, as well as Cloud Patrol and some hopefully additional mobile apps, Skylanders is really about a transmedia experience, and I know that can be a bit of a buzzword, but it really is an applicable word for Skylanders. Skylanders Cloud Patrol is its own standalone app, it's its own type of game, and it's very designed natively to iOS, into the mobile platform. It really builds on a lot of the successful types of games that we've seen on mobile. We didn't really want to design something that was sort of retrofitted or sort of forced into the mobile app, but really didn't lend itself to that. And so the team at Vicarious Visions, who's an Activision studio and the developer behind Cloud Patrol, they really did a great job at designing something that's native to mobile, that's its own fun experience, that's really designed for that platform, but it does take advantage of the collection. A very important part of Skylanders is bringing value to your toy collection and all of the toys that you collect. And so being able to bring your toys to life in Cloud Patrol, as well as all of our other types of experiences and platforms that are part of Skylanders, was very important. The game is targeted towards kids, primarily 6 to 12, and certainly, sites like Facebook, have a 13, and over rule that they follow. But one way that we found it was pretty effective is actually targeting parents. Parents are obviously active on the social sites, but we also have our Skylanders Universe site, which is accessible at Skylanders.com, and that's a whole experience in and of itself, where you can become an online portal master, and anyone can sign up. You can register, and it's because of the way we set it up. It's not restricted in the same way some of the other sites are. Similar to like a Club Penguin and some of the other popular kid sites. We have this online world where a kid can sign up. He can become can become an online portal master and have that kind of experience. And one of the things that we really recently added to that site is the ability to post messages. We have a moderated message board that's part of Skylanders Universe, and that's a way kids can post and share thoughts and share comments, and even within the world itself, you can make friends, you can connect with friends. We have a can chat system, so we're really excited about Skylanders Giants. We really introduced something new and magical and innovative last year. We have a whole new adventure with a lot of new characters planned that you can collect. As well, you can use your old characters. So it really is about building on that magic, building on the innovation. We're definitely excited about it. It comes out this fall on all the major platforms. We also have our online world. We have our mobile app that's available. It truly is a transmedia experience that's one of a kind, so we're very excited about it.